Happy Thursday, people. What is good? As always, I'm going to give the same introduction as I always do. Hope you're having a wonderful week. Hope you're happy and flourishing wherever you are. I hope you're happy. And I look forward to, as always, shooting the breeze with anyone who feels like turning up and hearing me talk about whatever comes up. As always, this is your live stream. This is your time to say what you want to say, whatever that may be. And I look forward to speaking to every single one of you about whatever degenerate nonsense you want to talk about. Hope you're having a wonderful week. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a wonderful life. Good day, Westy. How you doing, bro? Hope you're well. Just realized my VPN's about to try and mess up my day. Let's turn that off right now. How we all doing? I'm going to try and hang around for about an hour and a half today. I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold. It's not AIDS, as many of you, at least I don't think it is, as many of you have speculated. And remember the golden rule of the week. You don't have it if you don't get tested. How are we all doing tonight? That's probably the most energy I've come into a live stream in a while. Damn, it feels good. How are we doing? Hopefully we get a nice little turnout today. We've got the mods ready to go. We are accepting stupidity, horrible takes, stupid conversations, just nothing mean and horrible and dumb. You can just get the fuck out. Frank the Tank. How you doing, Klaus? What's good, my bro? I don't know what's going on with my graph today, but they're all over the place. Hope everyone's well. Let's talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. I've got my parlay locked in for the weekend. I think I've just remembered why I'm feeling so energetic. I've got 1 day left of work, and then I've got 2 solid weeks off. I'm going to be working a lot through it, but I won't have to go into the university, so I can wake up whenever the fuck I want. 2 minutes until I first sworn. Free UFC 322. Can't wait. Best card of the year. Is that the card with Tom Aspinall on it? No, it's Jack Della Maddalena. That's a good card. It is a very good card. I think the fact they've added Sean Brady and Morales to that card, it's certainly one of the better main cards we've had in a while. Jordan sub plus 800. I know that Guru made a very similar prediction. Those odds look very, very tempting. I think Davy Grant is very, very good on the ground. I do think Davy Grant's going to lose by split decision, a controversial split decision, which is why I'm staying away from him as a juicy little underdog pick. But I think he's good enough on the ground to not get subbed. I don't think he's been subbed many times in his career. I know that Guru was mentioning something about he's had a lot of neck injuries and etc. etc. And that's all, those things are all true. However, I think it doesn't take away from the fact that he's very skilled at preventing people from doing what they want to on the ground with him. I think he's tricky down there. I think his scrambles are good. This is a great fight. XO Raider, what is good, man? I've got some news for you. I've been having some conversations with Westy shortly after I got off my last live stream. And long story short, I'm not going to drag this out for too long. Let me just get to this right now. 1 second. That's me listening to myself. Hang on a second. Let me just... you are now moderated. Congratulations. Use your power wisely, sir. That's when he's 40 now and slow. That's when you start getting skills pay the bills, my friend. Skills pay the bills. Could he get chinned and wobbled? Potentially. But I think the fact he is very skilled, well-rounded, I think he survives at least until the end of the fight. Never bet on a Davy Grant fight because it literally could go in any direction. How you doing, Museen KB? Good evening. How are you? Fine. I am very fine. I hope you are also very, very well too. Welcome to the channel. Lovely to have you here. Feel free to talk about whatever the hell you want within reason. Let's get an early over-under prediction. How long before someone makes a gay comment on tonight's stream? What do we reckon? I give it 25 minutes. I'm going for a solid 25 minutes this time. Love to sit it is fine. Let's go for that. Anyway, yeah, very, very excited about this weekend's card. I think it's going to be good. I think UFC 322 is very good as well. Very excited about that too. I forgot to do this. Hang on a second, Museen. We're going to sort this out right now. From Ireland, raised in London. That's where I'm from. Andrew Tate is on Misfits officially. Who's he fighting? Over 12.5 minutes. I mean, it's not the most optimistic thing you've said today, or that I've heard today, but I don't blame you for having that opinion. I'll take that under, I'd say 15 minutes. I don't know what it is. There must be something about me. Maybe it's the manicured hair, the lips. I am from Ireland, but I grew up in the UK. So basically I'm Irish, masquerading as an Englishman. And sometimes people see it the other way around. It kind of depends on your opinion. But I grew up in this country. I grew up in England. I spent a lot of time in other places in the world. You're from Morocco. Funny story. My youngest sister is half Moroccan. And she's an absolute savage. Amateur kickboxer. Very amateur. But she goes in there and fucks people up. It's the boyish. Oh, so is it like a Twinkle Bear fantasy kind of thing? I genuinely think people have gooned to my stream, and I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I want subs and everything, but I'm not that desperate. Do you know what I mean? There's only certain depths I'm willing to sink to for a bigger community, and that ain't it. There are lines I'm always willing to draw, and it's one of those things, I guess. Chase Demore. Chase Demore. Who the fuck is Chase Demore? I feel like I know that name. TV personality. Oh, he's fighting Chase Demore. He's gonna fuck him up. He's gonna fuck up Chase Demore. He's definitely, he wouldn't be fighting Darren Till. I think it's too early for him to be making those kind. I mean, Andrew Tate was a half decent kickboxer. I know he calls himself a world champion. Bullshit. But the guy's got some skill. I wouldn't necessarily put him in there with I wouldn't necessarily put him in there with a Darren Till, who is a monster. It would be a big fight, but I think you've got to build him up a little bit. No worries, Musteen. No problem. How you doing, B7? What's good, brother? I had my first shift today, Frankie, and my legs feel like hell. It's going to take you a little bit of time to reclimatize, to get into work. Even with me, yeah, when I take 6 weeks off for summer holidays, the first couple weeks, I'm tired as fuck. It takes time. If you were inside your mum and dad was inside you, which way do you go to get out of it? Jesus Christ. Further inside my mum, I guess. I mean, that seems to be the least gay option. I mean, I'm fucked either way. You were right. It was under 15 minutes. I said 30 minutes. I must have been out of my fucking mind. Thank you, XXI17, for your very provocative homosexual comment. I hope I swerved it. How you doing, Kushu and Niku? How's it going, bro? Hope you're well. Thanks for making me imagine that, cunt. Jesus Christ. Honestly, though, I mean, I've only got myself to blame. I need to start ignoring these questions, but I just can't help myself. I cannot help it. God damn. If there's something I'm doing, you guys got to tell me. It must be me. Hit the under already. Yeah, I know. That didn't even take long. It was way over the under. I've got to start doing like odds, but I know that people are going to start fucking with it. You've got to have some kind of betting or some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of forfeit involved. But then people can just mess with it and start dropping gay comments on purpose. It's got to be a new person that we've never seen before that just randomly bowls in and says something extremely zesty. It happens on every stream. It's just a case of when. How do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day? It kind of depends, it's kind of lost its novelty to me. It really depends on where I am. The true Irish in me, you've got to get fucked up no matter what day of the week it is. I usually go to a bar with some friends and get fucked up, but I don't really have a lot of in real life friends anymore that I hang out with on a regular basis. Most of them are in London. They're doing their own thing. They don't have time to hang out with your boy and get smashed anymore. It's sad. What are your thoughts on Halloween and Black Friday? Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year because my birthday is in and around that time. Black Friday, I've never really understood, but if I can get some stuff on the cheap, I'm all for it. I think it's retarded that loads of people flock to stores and then literally trample all over each other to save a few bucks. But that's the human spirit right there. It's the base nature in all of us to destroy each other, to run over a father with 3 kids for a new flat screen TV. And I respect it. I respect the hustle. So shout out to Halloween and Black Friday. Yeah, it's a disgrace. We've started off, but hopefully we haven't started off in a way that we mean to finish. Hopefully we can keep the homosexuality down to a minimum today. I want to try and veer away from that kind of content. I mean, last time we went on live, we managed to get through 45 minutes to an hour of actual MMA talk before it started getting zesty. And then I just felt all my regulars just ducking out. Every Friday is Black Friday in Class World. How you doing, Unknown Edits? What's good, my brother? Thank you for turning up as always. Hopefully the notifications are working well. Who doesn't love their electronics? I live for them, bro. I'm an electronic sucker. I can't help it. When something new comes out, I just can't help myself. There's like these Meta glasses that I've seen recently. I might have to fuck with those. Apparently you can just write in the air, like your handwriting, and the glasses pick up on it. I can't imagine myself ever needing to use it that much, but it's so cool that I feel like I might have to roll with it. I know I'm going to buy myself a pair. You look like Hawkeye today, mate. I don't know how to take that. Thank you. Thanks very much. I've heard worse comparisons, so I'll take it. Frankie, what is next for Charles? Got to be Max Holloway. He's called him out. He deserves the fight. They are two genuine badasses in the division and in the UFC. They fought before. It ended unceremoniously. We've got to do it. Cowboy. How you doing? Much respect from the Cowboy. Who is your favorite MMA fighter currently? It's Yuri Prohaska. I love his attitude. I love his fighting style. I love the fact that he always comes raging back when you think he's on the verge of defeat. I've got to go with Yuri. My real answer is Manel Cap, but he doesn't really fight enough. I love that guy. I think he's based. I enjoy watching him fight. And I enjoy Ilia Tapiri as well. So I'd say probably out of those 3. And then my outside pick is Fluffy Hernandez. How you doing, Chowdhury Pramit? I subscribe to you. Thank you very much. You might end up unsubscribing by the end of this stream because it might not be... This place is an acquired taste. I'm going to be honest. Today, YouTube recommended me Tony versus Justin fight, and it was so boring. I felt like Justin versus Punchbag. That's an adequate way of describing it. We have to remember, though, Tony Ferguson killed his own career. He killed his own career by cutting weight twice in a matter of weeks just to prove a point. He's a fucking idiot, and he deserved exactly what he got. Like, I've never been the biggest Tony Ferguson fan. I enjoyed him in the ring. Oh, sorry, in the cage. But he was an annoying cunt, and I'm kind of glad he fell off. But even I, by the end of his run, was kind of feeling sorry for him. And when he won that boxing match against Salt Pappy, even I felt good for him. Always confusing Cote d'Ivoire and the island flag. They ganked our shit. It's that simple. And I don't blame them because it's absolutely a base thing to do. You find something awesome, you steal it. And I think it's in the exact same order as well. But they added like an awesome little emblem into the middle. So shout out to them. Manel Cap is Adesanya's nightmare. If Manel Cap could fight more regularly, it would be awesome. I want to see him become champion. But I think it becomes more and more likely as the days go by. How you doing, Chris Cushman? Good to have you here. Good picks. I represent. And who's your favorite fighter at the moment as well? I know you told me to pick one, but it's my channel. I do what the fuck I want. I create my own rules. So I ended up picking about 4 there. But I wanted you to get a flavor for exactly what I'm into. Hola, papi. How you doing, Edson Arantes de Nascimento Pele Papa Puentes? I've pronounced at least one of those words correctly. Shout out to you. Welcome to the channel. Please feel free to talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about, sir. Within reason. I'm getting more nervous for Tom as we approach 3-2-1. I'm praying for Guru if Gon KOs him in round 1. The more and more I watch Tom Aspinall training, the more I think he's going to absolutely smash through Gon. I think he's going to make light work of it. I've been saying 3rd round Gon finish. Sorry, Aspinall. See, I've just slipped it up there. But let's touch some wood. I've been saying 3rd round Aspinall finish, but the more I see him, I reckon he's going to smash. In your 40 years of life, how many years did you spend in Ireland and how many in other countries and how many in England? So I left Ireland when I was 1 year old, not by myself. Obviously, that would be ridiculous. And I lived in England until I was, without leaving the country properly, until I was about 21. I used to go back and forth to Ireland, spend summers there, spend Christmas there, all that kind of shit. And then I moved to Qatar for 2 years. I was in Thailand for a year. I was in China for 7 years. Then I spent a little bit more time in the UK. I was in Ireland for 6 months. I've spent a little bit of time in America. And now I'm back in England and I've been here for the last 3 years. Hopefully that answers your question. How you doing, Tone K? I hope you're having a wonderful week yourself, you legend. Thank you as always for showing support to the channel and turning up. You are one of the good ones. And now one of my newly minted mods who I hope is going to help keep things under control. We need to give Westy a little bit of time off because he's been carrying this channel for months now, years even. So we need to give Westy some support. And I think you're the right guy to do it. Aspinall versus Ngannou fight of the decade. I don't think it would be. Because 2 things are going to happen in that fight. Ngannou's going to chin his ass out the first time he touches him. Or Aspinall's going to take him down and just fucking make sweet love to him on the ground. This is why things go gay. I've just realized I shouldn't be saying things like that. My favorite would be Manel Cap as well, but you're right. He doesn't fight enough. Manel Cap's amazing. Did you learn Chinese then? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My ignorant ass tried to avoid as much Chinese as possible. I worked in a international school when I was in China. Everyone spoke English. All the kids spoke English. My partner, who was Chinese, also speaks really good English. So I couldn't be fucked. And even when my kids were learning Chinese as they were growing up, I didn't bother my ass because I'm a lazy prick and Chinese is hard. Alhamdulillah from Ireland. How you doing, Connor Stillers? What's good, bro? Ni hao. Yep. I know what that means. Frankie is mostly Chinese. You are what you eat. I mean, it's disgusting and factual. So well pointed out. No, I mean, I love living in China. I think if the old virus of unspecified origins hadn't come about, I'd still be there now. I love living in China. It was amazing. Really enjoyed it there. And I would go back one day. You know, let my because my daughters obviously spent a great deal of their life there, but my son was only there until he was 2. So it'd be nice for him to learn some of the Chinese ways of doing things, because England is fucking soy. Chinese ate babies during the famine. I imagine a lot of crazy stuff went down during Mao's reign. In China, what was the weird food you found and eat? It's not what you think. Thing is, yeah, China's a massive place, and obviously there's completely different. China's as diverse as like America is with their states and stuff. It's completely different. So I never really encountered many places that had weird stuff like weird street food or anything like that. China is very westernized now, unfortunately. So I wish I had some crazy stuff. They don't eat dog. That's the Vietnamese, by the way. Just going to make that clear. Vietnamese are the kind of people to come to a country, see a pigeon and go, wow, free dinner. That's what they're like. Chinese aren't like that. I'm good, brother. Cheers, mate. Good to see you here. Connor saying Ilya, Apturo, Topturo still makes me crack up. Connor doesn't make me laugh anymore. I don't get a kick out of him like I used to. I think the only thing that I've ever felt empathy towards Connor is when he admitted that being a mic guy it broke him. That's when I really thought, you know what, he's finally admitting where he went wrong. Who's your favorite fighter? Flynn MMA. I'm gonna go with Yuri at the moment. All round, he's just my favorite. I think he's a wholesome individual. I love the way he fights. He's exciting. I just think he's a good person. And despite all the shit that I say, I enjoy a character like that. So I've got a lot of love for Yuri Prohaska. But as I said before, I'm a big Manel Cap fan, Fluffy Hernandez, Ilya Tapuria. I'm a big Joshua Van fan as well. I like someone who's clean. I was a big fan of Volkanovski, still am. But I'd say those are the guys that I'd probably have on my fighters I like to watch, and certainly would never miss any of their fights. I just realized I haven't had Chinese food in 2 years. Bro, Chinese food in America isn't real Chinese food. Well, go on, Frank. How you doing, Steve Spiros? Hope you're well. Back to work. Good seeing you today. Looking forward to your next stream. Have a good day. Thank you very much for turning up, Cowboy, Cowboy, Cowboy. Really appreciate you. I'm just going to call you Cowboy from now on. Hope you have a wonderful day at work, and I look forward to seeing you back as well. I had a coworker that said he went to rural China and went to the bathroom at a restaurant, and people were shitting in holes in the ground, and they had pigs eating it. I've never experienced anything like that, bro. Not in China, they have actual toilets. I think you're thinking of Arabs. Arabs do a lot of that shitting in a hole on the floor. I mean, it has like a toilet function, but I don't understand how they get that shit done. It's gross. Yuri beats everyone except Alex at heavyweight, 100%. I want money like Connor as well. But I'd be dead within 5 years if I had Connor money. Piotr Jan is mine. Good choice. Piotr Jan's amazing as well. Clean striker, very, very good. He said there's no toilet paper either. Absolute bullshit. I mean, maybe in the back half of nowhere that's possible. But, you know, China's a very developed nation. They're very forward thinking. And they have some really big, well-run cities. China is not second world. It's a fully fledged first world country that is taken over. China's going to be on top in 5-10 years. Yeah, that sounds like New Delhi, to be honest. I mean, India has, anywhere where you go in the Eastern world, you're going to find areas that are not as developed, if that's how you see it. But most of their places now are fully developed and flourishing. The East is taken over. Nah, bro, the Chinese food in the UK is far better than American Chinese. 100% true, but it's also not real Chinese food either. If you go to China and try and order that shit over there, they look at you like, what the fuck is he talking about? It's very much adapted to British and American tastes, which aren't very refined. Mate, when you were young, like when you were in your school, did you have annual functions or something like that? Because we have this thing every time, and every time I participate, I get so bad roles. So you mean like a production or something? We do have those, and I think they're a good thing. Have you been to Latin America? I haven't. I have not been to Latin America. I've never been to Mexico. I've never been to. I'm assuming you're talking about places like Colombia, and I've never been. They're very high on the list, though. I feel like I've got to make a visit sooner rather than later. We never know how much time we have on this planet, and I need to see some Brazilian booty and some Mexican ass. I just need to. I need to see it in person. I need to see if the hype is real. Some egg rolls and black pussy. You'd have to be retarded to ask for more. I don't know how you've mixed those two together, but it sounds amazing. In diarrhea. Oh god. I'm getting more and more warm to the idea of going to India, to be honest. But I feel like I'd have to go with somebody. If I did it by myself, I'd just get annoyed and I'd definitely get scammed. And that's not me shitting on India, but I look like a mark waiting to happen. I'm way too friendly. I never really do enough research into what local currency is worth. I will 100% get fleeced. There is nothing to develop in India except a few billionaire living areas. Well, your rich 1% is very, very rich. It's closer to real than what Americans get, though. I kind of agree with that. I think UK Chinese food is better, and I have had both. Please subscribe and hit the like button. Please do that. That would be amazing. The channel's been doing really, really well lately. Every time I come on here, I feel like we gain 10 or 15 subs, and it is us because this is our community. I'm not making money from it. This is about us and us being able to talk and to get to know each other and to just shoot some shit and talk about whatever we want to. We have these annual functions where we have dances, plays. So what role have you got that's pissed you off? I'm interested to know now. You have my attention. Latinas, that's what I'm saying. That's the word I was thinking of in my head, and I just went Mexican, Brazilian booty because apparently I'm dumb as fuck. Latinas was the word I was looking for. It's the one of very few demographics that I'm yet to conquer. And I feel like it's necessary you've got to sample all the things in life. Do you know what I mean, boys? So Latinas as well. I'm not sure if I can handle a fully fledged Latina, but I want to find out. What is the difference between spring rolls and egg rolls? I think it's what's inside. I think the outer shell is the same from what I can imagine, but the distinction comes in what is inside them. Colombian women have big asses. I've heard this. I've heard Brazilians do as well. The problem with Brazilians here is I've heard there's more men masquerading as women out there, if you know what I'm saying. So Cuba's somewhere I want to go as well. A really good friend of mine went to Cuba nine or 10 months ago, and he said it's completely different from anywhere he's ever been. And he's really well traveled. He was talking about how you can't go there with like conventional money. You've got to have your bartering hat on because it's all about trading stuff to get stuff. And I think that would be interesting. I don't discriminate either. I like all the flavors. That's how you've got to live your life. Once you try the flavor and then you say you don't like it, like I got a lot of shit on here for saying that I don't like black women, even though minutes before that, I'd said that I don't like white women either. I was called a racist cunt for that. But I think you're allowed to have preferences. You can try it out. I've tried these things out. I've just called them things. Probably why I'm getting in trouble. But I've tried those particular flavors and I didn't enjoy them. I'm not discouraging anyone from having a go themselves. It's just not for Frankie. Frankie likes yellow flavor. Any experience with psychedelics? I haven't. However, I'm very much intrigued by the prospect. I'd like to try DMT one day because I heard it makes you trip balls and see the alien race that is controlling us. So I feel like I've got to experience that. I've heard people talk about tripping out on acid and having the wallpaper burst into flowers and rain, fucking purple rain all over the place. That sounds like an interesting experience. I also heard a guy on shrooms tell me that he did a bunch of shrooms. He was sat in his living room and then his lamp got up, sprouted arms and legs, came and sat next to him and put his arm around him and started talking to him. And he said the trippiest thing about it is he was so off his balls that it didn't even freak him out. That sounds like the kind of experience that I'd like to have, but he may have been capping. So there is that possibility. I am in a group of dancers and we are having this very sad, sad song. And everyone who's dancing with me in the group hates this song. And we practice. This is the thing. From where you're from, practice is militant. It's like in China what they do to the kids. They make you practice militantly over and over and over. And if you make mistakes, you get your ass whooped. And if you go home and tell your parents, my teacher beat me, they beat you a second time for not doing what the teacher said. Different mentality. Brazilian women are more manly as well due to toxoplasmosis. I'm not familiar with that term. Let me look it up real quick. I always like to learn something new every day. Toxoplasmosis. Meaning. Toxoplasmosis is an infection caused by the parasite Toxoplasma gondii, most commonly attracted by eating undercooked meat or coming into contact with cat feces. Is that true? Evening, how are you doing, Louis Van der Mew? Good to have you back here. Good to have you back here, sir. I remember you being in the chat, and I really appreciate having you here. Always do shrooms in a safe area. This is another thing that I've considered as well. Like, I wouldn't do shrooms where a balcony is present, for example. You know, a motherfucker might think he can fly. And then by the time I realize I can't, I'm a pancake on the ground. And no one wants their boy going out that way. If I'm going out in any way, it's the Tyrion Lannister way. And we all know what that means. If you do psychedelics, always go into the trip in a good mood and around good people. I've never had a bad trip. I've heard this as well. I've heard the people around you are very, very key to this. The problem is, yeah, I've got too many friends that are like trolls that will take advantage of you when you're at your weakest moment, which is why I don't really roll with them anymore. I told you, yeah, I've had situations where people have MDMA bombed me and just sat back and watched me trip balls. These are people you don't need in your life. Frankie, do you take TRT? And if not, where I don't take TRT. I don't take anything to enhance my bro, look at me. You're joking. It's fucking sweet of you to think that I take anything to enhance myself. I'm in reasonably good shape, but I don't take anything. I don't take testosterone. I don't take any. I've never done anything. The only thing I've ever taken that's a bit Flynn MMA. I've got my own channel, and I would appreciate it if you check it out. Let's do that right now. Go to channel Flynn MMA. You have got a new subscriber in me. I will also copy your channel name right now. If anyone wants to give a new guy a chance, he's got 48 subs. Got to give people a chance. Check out, and I will check out your content as well. Give the guy a sub. Starting out on YouTube is bloody hard work, and it's very, very hard to get noticed in this space. I've been doing it for like 2.5 years now, and my channel has been small. It still is small, but it takes a hell of a long time. So shout out to Flynn MMA. Flynn is an Irish name as well. We've got to look after our own. Shout out to you, Flynn. I hope you keep plugging away, and I will check out what content you've got. Give the guy a sub, and support local MMA YouTubers. You know, especially people that are starting out. Frankie, if you allowed me to be a shaman for you, your brain would come out brand new. That's what I'm scared of. TRT gives 40-year-olds and 20-year-olds boners. So it gives everyone boners. Is that the message? You've been doing it since April. I've got to be real with you, Flynn. My first 6 months on this platform were atrocious. I didn't go on camera. I didn't really do any. I just used to break down cards. I was doing everything that everyone else was doing, and it was a slow burner. And then eventually I was convinced by a fellow YouTuber to start doing live streams with him and making videos with him. And then things kind of took off. Chrissy, how you doing? One of my favorite people on YouTube. How you doing, Chrissy? How's your little one now? He went to school. He went back to school for the first time today. The bully situation has not been sorted out yet. His stupid teacher was supposed to call me yesterday and didn't. So I'm going to finish work early tomorrow, and I'm going to go down there, and I'm going to create a mini ruckus. You should have stayed off camera, you mad fool. I used to literally, I'm not joking, yeah. I would put a PowerPoint up, and I would do a voiceover over it, and I would talk mad shit, like the maddest, because I was confident, because I was hiding behind a PPT, and I thought no one's going to find me. I'll say whatever I want about fighters. And I did get some subscribers from it. He thought it was quite amusing, but it had a ceiling. How much pay MMA Guru need for collaborating? The funny story is, yeah, Amir, MMA Guru has come in here a few times, and it was legitimately him. Because I went into his channel and asked, like, was that really you? And he trolled me hard and pretended he hadn't, and then admitted it, and I literally got a boner. I literally fanboyed out when he came in. You still need to find the little fucker's father. I do, but first of all, yeah, I need to get down to because I'm not just going to start fighting some guy until I find out the context. But what I forgot to mention as well is my brother's kid is also in the school, and they're in year 6, and he's a big lad. So I might have to put a little word in, you know, maybe you know, take him out for a little bit of ice cream, and then have a little word in his ear, maybe a little rabbit punch it during the dinner hall. I've got inside people. I come from Sphinctorial Guinea. Wow, that's quite a mouthful. How are you, Rooney? Sick name, by the way. Glad to have you here. So you're from Guinea. So yeah, I'm going to encourage one child to sucker punch another child. This is the person you are subscribing to. Your brother's in England too. Yeah, my whole family's here. Well, my immediate family. I've got a brother and three sisters, but one of them I don't talk to. My daughter dusted some dude up in school yesterday. She's only in grade 1. Those karate classes paying off. Shout out. I told you naturally. I'm trying to get my son into MMA classes, but he just doesn't understand the concept. He thinks it's I can just walk around and punch and kick anyone I want to. He doesn't understand the discipline part yet. He's too based. He's too based. What are you talking about? What should I rub? We're talking about whatever you want, and rub your own shit in your own time, sir. What is your most hurtful moment in your life which made you cry so bad? The first thing that comes to mind is when my father died. And the reason why I don't talk to my sister, my eldest sister, is she told me the news and she read it out to me like she was delivering a shopping list. Like she called me one day, which she never does. And she's like, "Oh yeah, how you doing? Yeah, kids are fine. Oh, by the way, me dad's dead." Absolute cunt. She dropped it so casually that I didn't even think it didn't register what she'd said. So that was a pretty bad see you later, EXO. Have a good one, bro. Thank you for stopping by and congratulations on your new mod ship. I hope you use it very wisely. Do you train? I used to train in judo when I was younger, but I don't really fuck with martial arts anymore. I'm too old, man, and I'm too busy. I do a lot of weight training. I do a lot of cardio training, and because I watch MMA every week, I'm one of those people who I swear to God, I've used things in certain situations. Have you ever tried leg kicking a fucker out on the street that's untrained? It's brilliant seeing how they react. So I am already, as a regular UFC watcher, an MMA watcher, I am more qualified than the untrained out there on the street. Because I will spin and elbow your ass. I will leg kick you. I will take you down. And most people aren't prepared for that kind of based activity. They just think it's going to be swing for the fences, job done. Your boy's got more sense than that now. Did you see four leaf ever? What does that mean? Do you mean have I seen a clover? I'm scared to put my daughter into BJJ because of the nonce factor. 100%. What if your son messes up your face? Still, you would send him to MMA. I'd be very proud to do so, Janvies. 100%. I don't mind being his test dummy. If it means that my son becomes more prepared for the outside world, I'm willing to take. And you think he hasn't? You think he hasn't fucked me up sometimes? He's 5 yet. He's banged me in the face a couple times. He's headbutted me. You have to be proud of those moments. Don't discourage them. It is what it is. Wow, you're such a big bollocks. I know you're being sarcastic, but I'm going to take you literally. Thank you very much. But the point that I'm making is that you shouldn't really be going out and fighting in any situation. If you're a grown ass man and you're fighting in the street, you've got insecurities. And I'm quite a small individual. I'm only 5'7". So mostly I'm going to get physically outdone. But if you're my size and you're untrained, you're going to get a snappy little leg kick. And I will headbutt you and bite your nose off. But generally, I don't really get into fights these days. It's been a while. I'm older now. I'm more mature. As it says in those famous Chinese posters that are everywhere when I was living there, don't get into fights because if you win, you're going to jail. And if you lose, you're going to the hospital. And I don't like either of those options. And that changed my life. It was inspirational. Would you believe that in the UK, arrested citizens that are rated 6,400% higher than Russia for online posts? I mean, it is more overblown than people make it out to be, but the fact that anybody has been arrested for shit they've said shows that this country's gone to hell in a handbasket. How do you overcome your fear of street fights? Just don't be a cunt. Don't be a cunt, and you'll find that you generally won't get into them. Only get into fights here where it's really you've run out of all options, genuinely. Or if you're protecting somebody that you care about, then you can go on based. What if they spat on your donut? Buy a new donut. If they're spitting on your donut, they've got clearly bigger problems than I have. I just throw the fucking donut down and buy a new one. It's not anything to crash out about. How you doing, Bodak? Hope you. By the way, quick shout out to Bodak, one of the best YouTubers out here. Bodak, I'm gonna quickly, if you don't, I mean, this may turn out to be a curse for you, and I apologize about this in advance. But I'm gonna give your channel a shout out now. Bodak has been a friend of mine for quite some time now. He's an amazing. He didn't show up to his own stream yesterday. Fuck Bodak. Unsubscribe. I take back everything I just said. No, in all seriousness, shout out to Bodak. He came. He's the only person I know on MMA YouTube who has actually come to my house. And although we planted cameras everywhere and raided in my partner's panty drawer when I wasn't looking, I still consider him a friend. Great YouTuber, brilliant content, talks about pretty much everything. Check the guy out. He's well worth subscribing to. If you enjoy my content, you'll enjoy his times a million. Because he's actually much better than what I do. He actually puts thought into it and isn't just a retard who just spouts verbal diarrhea. So shout out to my boy Bodak. Much love to you, sir. Best prospect from this season of Dana White's Contender Series. I couldn't name you a single one. I'll be honest with you. I've barely watched it. It's on at 2 o'clock in the morning. I watch enough MMA. MMA wastes enough of my life. I haven't watched it this season. I just haven't had the time. I did see that fight between those two cunts that was I'm gonna do the link one more time. That was said to be one of the best fights of the year. I thought it was good. Maybe if I'd seen it live, I would have been more enthused about it. But yeah, I haven't seen much of Dana White's Contender Series. It's the first season that I didn't bother. I just didn't bother. Guys, let's make the likes. To be fair, yeah, the likes have been amazing. I almost hit 30 likes on the last stream. Oh, sorry, 50 likes on the last stream, which is more than I've ever had from a live stream. I was blown away. You guys are the best community I could ever hope for. You are amazing. You're too kind. I don't think I'm being kind enough. And I hope you're doing much better. Why'd you call him Bojack? Hi, I have a question. How do you remove a stubborn cucumber from my cornhole? Many thanks. Thanks, Blake Taylor. Nice to have you here, I guess. That's the third gay comment we've had in 42 minutes, which for us is actually a record low. So I feel like we're turning the tide here, people. Shout out to the channel and to the community. I don't have any advice for removing a cucumber. Frankie, there was like 40 finishes over the season. Definitely go back and watch them. I've got UFC Fight Pass. So what I should really be doing is watching them over the is watching them on my way to work. Pink Man. I am a bit pink, but the lighting's probably not helping. It's dark right now and I've got UV lights on, which is not helping my complexion. I am dangerously white. If I just put natural lighting on, you wouldn't be able to see me. So I'm trying to help you get a good look. Assalamu alaikum. How you doing, Shiraz Khan? Nice to see you, bro. Salam alaikum. How you doing? Looks like Montep. Nice to see you here, sir. If it's your first time at Fight Night Frankie's, welcome to the channel. Kindly hit a like. And as I've said, it's an open forum. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what you're about. Tell me what brought you to the channel. And you are welcome to talk about whatever you want to talk about within reason. I will shy away from almost no topics. I will display ignorance on many of them, but I'm not a fucking genius. I'm just one of the boys. I'm one of you. Is UFC Fight Pass included after the Paramount deal? I assume it will continue as normal. Ahmed Abdi, how you doing? How's the weather? The sun shines out, but it's bitterly cold. And that's kind of my favorite combination. I'll be real. It's quite nice. I quite like it cold. I feel more comfortable. Nice to meet you, Ahmed Abdi. That's the last time I'm saying your name, sorry. Frank Pink here in the clink, and he's banging a you can be my my jingle creator. Is there any movie that made you cry? Because when I see an emotional movie, I cry so hard. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Man on Fire. This is gonna sound zesty to you guys. Maybe it's because I'm a dad. I don't know, and because of the music. It's a crazy movie to watch. Don't watch it if you have epilepsy. You will die. Man on Fire always gets me. It's one of the movies that Dumbo used to get me. I know that you're all gonna see me differently after this. I don't give a fuck. I've cried during movies. Man on Fire nearly makes me well up at the end every single time I watch it. Call me a pussy, I don't care. I'm an emotional person. I wear my heart on my sleeve. So I would go, those are the two that come to mind, but there's more movies that oh, do you know what is a really big one that fucks me up? Um, Let me get the name of this because I always forget it. It's a Northern Irish movie, believe it or not. Um, I've got to get very specific here. It's called Nowhere Special, and it was released in 2020. If you can get through this movie without crying your fucking eyeballs out, you're not even human. I'm going to send you a link right now. This movie really fucked me up. So what are we yapping about today? Fuck all, mate. Hangover 2 made me cry. What? Because it was incredibly shit and an overwhelming disappointment. I cry underwater and you can see it. Jesus Christ, that is a visual. Pussy. I do like pussy. The way Man on Fire filmed is, if you can get over the headache and the fact that it will give you a seizure if you have the wrong kind of brain pattern, it does tug on the old heartstrings. I'm going to be honest. You kind of look like Robert Pattinson. I've heard this before. I've heard that I look like a Twilight character. I'll take it. A lot of the ladies love Twilight. I am upset. Please help me. Mohammed Usman Awan, what are you upset about? How can we help you? Is that the Irish movie where they get the guy's retarded brother to kill himself? No, I don't want to really spoil it, but it's basically about a man and a son. True story. And the man is essentially, he's got like a 4-year-old son or something, and he's basically dying of cancer. And he's trying to find a new family to take his son. It's fucking heart-wrenching. It broke me. Alex Ezadine, cheerio, mate. How you doing, bro? Welcome back to the channel. Grand opening, grand closing, I guess. Walking in and walking out. Hope you're well, sir. Mohammed Usman Arwan, whatever you feel like talking about, please feel free to share your feelings. And I will not laugh at you. I will address them. I will try to give you the best advice I can. I cannot say the same for my chat, though, because some of them are cunts. British accent, indeed. This accent hurts me. Because when I go to Ireland, they absolutely take the piss out of me. My own people. They are horrible. Number one bullshit. Is Irish mob real? They are real, and they are one of the most vicious mobs out there. I am bleed, cancer, pension, no money in my pocket. I pay to medicine bill 500. Please help me. I am Pakistani. Oh, you're one of those people. You sound like Harry Potter. Yeah, we're from the same neck of the woods, I guess. Daniel Radcliffe is also from England as well, so I guess there will be some similarity. I've never seen any Irish movie. Which is the most famous one in Ireland? The one you want to see that's the most based Irish movie I've ever watched is a movie called War of the Buttons. War of the Buttons. I've posted it down there. War of the Buttons is it's a quintessentially Irish movie. It's a kids movie, but it's incredible. Or it's a movie about kids. You will not see a movie more quintessentially Irish than War of the Buttons. It's fucking incredible. Can guarantee I'll never watch that movie. Sad shit like that sucks. Honestly, it's one of those movies that I saw it once, I can never watch it again. I Am Sam movie, very good movie. I Am Sam's good. I can't really remember it that well though. The Irishman with De Niro, that's not an Irish movie, sir. Do you like football? I love football. I'm a Newcastle United fan, so you know I must love it. Yo, fam, real quick, are you British by any chance? I am, it's fab. And where are you from? I'm assuming you're British by the fact you're addressing me as yo, fam. And where are you from in Britain? Best UFC prospect out of the UK? Fuck me. Nobody. Nobody, mate. Is Boondock Saints an Irish movie or just gay? That qualifies as an Irish movie, I guess. I'm from Ireland, it's fab, but I grew up in England. It's very confusing. I love the game. Irish or game? Or gay, hard one. Kartik Campbell, nice to see you, brother. Nice to have you here. Does finger blasting your arsehole make you gay? I've got to say, yeah. It's at least borderline. It's not something that I would do myself, but I mean, it's like asking if you know, if you have a female and you let her tongue your asshole, is that gay? I would argue yes. But I've heard very, very strong arguments for people saying it isn't so. You're from Dublin. I'm actually from a city called Cork. I'll spell it here in the chat for you. Cork. Wonderful city. Spent many lovely years there. It's a very unique city, but it's based as fuck. Mohammed Usman, why you use steroids and try to get name from your brother Kamaru? Fantastic question. Don't you rate Lona Kavanagh? Nah, not really. I knew he was gonna get chinned. I think he's decent, but he's not gonna fucking amount to anything, in my opinion. He'll be outside the top 10, and if that's our greatest prospect, we're fucked. This is about MMA, but it kind of zero fucks given. It kind of flits in and out of complete nonsense. What do you think of your country being overtaken by Muslims? It's just not true. It's not factual. Muslims make up a very, very small percentage of the population. I am proud to be living in a multicultural, multi-religious society. I'm proud of that. We can all learn from each other. That's the official thing I'm saying. Join me for my real opinion on Sunday night. I'd argue anything involving a woman immediately makes it not gay. My trouble is this, Nacho, is it can be a gateway. It's like, you know, oh yeah, I'll let her stick a finger up my ass, and then you're like, oh, that feels pretty good. And then before you know it, you're like, fuck it. Stick a fist up there. Or let's start using a fucking strap on. And then before you know it, you're getting fucked up the ass by some dude. Are you a fan of McGregor? I used to be. I used to be the biggest McGregor nut rider in existence. Now I think he's a cunt. I don't like McGregor anymore. He bores me, and I wish he would fuck off and go away. We're off the rails, yep. Muslim is a religion, not an ethnicity. Yes, it is. And it's Islam. A Muslim is a person of that religion. Islam is the religion itself. You ignorant fuck. First time I've seen a Brit say that. I'm not just a regular Brit, mate. I'm not really a Brit at all. I don't know, man. Banging chicks is pretty gay. It is one of the gayest things you can do. I don't know why I said a fist. I don't know why that came to mind. That's very revealing about me. I just saw a short of Nowhere special. It is sad, mate. I was about to cry. If you watch the actual movie, beautiful performances, it will fuck with you. I'm just keeping it real. Crystal, how are you doing? Crystal, Honeybee, that's exactly why I'm late. I was dealing with Honey. Crystal Miller. Shout out to Crystal Miller and her channel. Give me a second. Crystal Miller is, again, one of the oldest of the OGs to my channel. I love Crystal Miller. She farms. She has a wonderful, wholesome YouTube channel of her own. I'm going to throw the link in the description right now. Give the lady a sub. She's an amazing human, a kind person, and her content always makes me smile. So please give Crystal Miller a sub. I really appreciate it. Check out the page, brother, if you want to see my half Irish, half Mexican Connor Stillers. Hang on a second. Connor Stillers, do you have a YouTube channel as well? Connor Stillers. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to subscribe to you as well. You've got 7, so I'm going to subscribe to you right now. Subscribe to Connor Stillers if you want to see a half, what is it, Mexican? Half Mexican, half Irish BJJ Chad. The man of the future. How's your day going, Zelensky? Maverick Rays, it's going all right. I've got 1 day left of work, then I've got 2 weeks off. So I'm going to enjoy myself tonight. I'm going to get into work, put very little effort in. And then I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks spending time with my family, my beautiful, wonderful family. That's what I'm going to do. Your dad told me that last night, Weston. Ooh. How you doing, Tayab Kosar? Hello, welcome to you. Thoughts on your... Oh, sorry, you did ask me this already, Unknown Edit. Sorry about this. I did miss it. What's your thoughts on England Prime Minister Indian who visit India for cricket matches again and again? Our Prime Minister isn't Indian anymore. He used to be, but he never got voted in. And we kicked his ass out. And now we've got a white guy who's an even bigger piece of shit. So, yeah, I'm not happy with either of them. Nor do I really give a fuck. Hey, bro, where are you from? How you doing, Video Street? I'm from Ireland, but I grew up in the UK. Hey, mate, how you doing, Gabriel Engelman? I've seen you before. How you doing, sir? Gotta go, mate. Bye. Sending positive vibes. Thank you, Kushu and Niku. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I hope your exams went well. And looking forward to seeing you again. Stop reading chats above mine and below mine. Where am I consistent with you? Quite a while. Still ignoring me. Monarch, I'm very, very sorry. The thing is, yeah, I think that my restream thing is stuck on top chat. And sometimes things are churning in a weird way. Responding to violence means you're a weak clown. I couldn't agree more. I think it's harder to walk away from a fight than to get into one. What is your caste? Then I will subscribe to you. I am the superior caste, sir. The white caste. Please reply to me. How are you doing, Tayyab Kosa? I did respond to you. Sorry if things are a little bit slow. Indian men's are superior. Yeah. Can you explain that take? Maybe you can convince me. I am Pakistani. I've got loads of Pakistani friends. You motherfuckers are based. It's really funny hearing Pakistanis go off on Indian people. It's extremely funny. The hatred is everlasting and will forever be there. And I find it hilarious. Indian men's are gift to white women. I don't believe so, because there's a fucking parade in whatever village you're in whenever you snag yourself a white woman. It's such a rare occasion that whenever an Indian man managed to bag himself a white woman, which by the way is not that much of an achievement, because they're all sluts, and annoying cunts. But whenever you manage to bag yourself a white woman, it's like there's a fucking parade and he's your hero. Until you spend a couple of weeks with the dumb bitch and you realize what you've done to yourself. Prasha, I beg to differ with your opinion, and this is coming from a white female. So, Prasha, if you could if you could perhaps expand on your thought, I'd like to understand. No superior race when you're in a coffin. Very, very well said. I'm joking about being a white man and being a superior race. It's just funny to say. Is that Nintendo games? Why, yes, it is. I've got way too many of them, and I play almost none of them. There is no bigger waste of money than what I spend on video games in general. I had another one turn up today that I forgot I'd ordered. Pokemon Legends, I think it was. Never going to play it. I don't know why I do this to myself. I get about 10-second satisfaction, and then I add it to the other hundreds and hundreds of games that I've got, and I go, there's another one. And then I never play it or open it ever again. Please, can you please ignore that fucking bastard defaming Indians? I don't know why I said that in an Indian accent, or partial one. You don't understand English. You're going to struggle here, mate. I'll be honest with you. Bodak, sorry, I just realized you headed off. Glad to hear you. Glad to see you here. Again, subscribe to Bodak. Great guy. We love you, Bodak. Are you a 4chan? I don't even know what's 4chan. I don't know what. I'm going to claim ignorance here. I don't know what 4chan is. Most white women are more manly than most Indian men. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Butter me finger. Great name. Indians are the best 7-Eleven workers and tech support. I can neither confirm or deny that. I've had some trouble with 7-Eleven Indian workers in the past, but I've also had some very nice shopping experiences with them. So I'm not gonna judge. Desi scammers are taken over. The problem is, as soon as I get an Indian voice calling me now, I assume they're trying to steal from me, and that's extremely racist and wrong. What do you make of the rape problem in India and Pakistan? I think it's a massive problem, Nicholas Rimmer, and good to have you back, the man with the greatest name in this chat. Good to have you back, sir. Have you watched Red Dwarf yet? I hope you have. Anywhere where, I mean, it's not just an Indian and Pakistani problem. It happens in Sweden a lot as well. Anywhere where there's a rape epidemic in a country has serious problems. Do you think we'll get a link between Worlds on Switch? I'm assuming you're saying. I do think so. Do you like other video games like Xbox? I have a collection of loads of things. I have a Steam Deck, which is one of my favorite things I ever bought. So yeah, I buy all types of games, but like I don't really have time to play them anymore because I'm a fucking adult. You have started watching. Nicholas, how amazing is it? If you're only on season 1, don't panic. Season 1 is good, but it gets amazing. By the time you get to season 5, you will realize you have stumbled on the goat of all TV programs. Pakistan are statistically the most inbred people on earth. I don't think that's true. I don't mean to shit on the Qataris, but those guys are fucking retarded. They are. And I love Qataris. I had many great experiences with them. I made a lot of money from them. They are inbred as fuck. Women needs Krav Maga's kind of bullshit as well. I'm Vittoria, 41, and I'm from Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. I've heard you've got some amazing backsides over there, and I hope I one day get to see them. That'd be amazing. We have gun violence also, but it's not the Swedish doing it. No, I mean, I've heard Sweden is very bad for that. I've heard Swedish women, apparently a very high percentage of them get raped at some point in their lives. It's over 50%, which is unbelievable. But then you've got to ask yourself, how legitimate are some of these rapes? And I don't really want to get into this argument. But for me, if you go home with a man and you're getting steamy and then he's smashing away, and then you decide mid-smash that you don't want to have sex anymore, that's not rape. I mean, he should stop, don't get me wrong, but sometimes that gets classified as rape and it's not. I'm getting into a topic I don't really want to touch, but hello. Please save Myanmar country. Myanmar's a nice place. I didn't realize it was in trouble. Hello, bastard. How you doing, Siddharth K? Nice to meet you. At Nicholas Rimmer, don't add India and Pakistan mixing 1.4 trillion with 250 mixing, 30K rape cases and adding 2K with them and saying 25,000 rape cases, so many. I mean, in terms of, I'd be more worried about percentages than the actual numbers. Bruh, this is an MMA channel. Yeah, it used to be. It's a whatever shit goes channel. I mean, we do generally talk about MMA when the stream begins, but then what happens is people get bored and then they start talking about whatever they want to. Your ancestors were peasants. Don't get your ego up. Who are you talking to specifically? I think if you go far back enough, everyone's ancestors were peasants at some point. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Burma was a cool name. Why change it? Interesting question. Bro, now tackle a problem of mine. I'll share it only if you reply back. It's kind of serious and do you mean career related? Shoot, Monarch. I'm sure I can give you some very bad unsolicited advice. You know I'm here. Yeah, Captain Middlefinger. He had his chance and he blew it. Ex Launcher. India is rape capital. Wow, that's a big claim. Everyday rape cases every 2 minutes. But the thing is, you've got to say ex Launcher. Rape cases are there's probably a large amount of rape cases there. But there's also over 1 billion people in that country with no game. Imagine 1 billion men running around with no game. It's a bad combination. You're better than Ariel. I mean, that doesn't really mean much. I fucking hate Ariel Hawani. In fact, I've got a video on this channel that talks about how much I hate Ariel Hawani. When I had really long hair and I looked like a pedophile. Good times. I'm Irish, so we were definitely peasants at one point. The most based peasants there were. I want to pee in your face. We have our fourth gay comment of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the offer. I will decline. How you doing, Macho? What's good, bro? Mayan, hi, bro. How are you? I'm good, bro. Hope you're well. Southeast Asia is amazing, Ephron. Where are you referring to? At least Muslims are hygienic, washing and cleaning themselves 5 times a day. True, but I mean, again, it depends on the individual. I've known some real dirty Muslims. But you would assume washing your hands and washing your feet 5 times a day probably leads to greater hygiene. I would imagine so. Can you read any other language other than English text? Bro, absolutely not. Do you think Conor McGregor will fight in the White House card? Absolutely not. Conor McGregor is never fighting again. Britain should have never left India. No, I think we should have. We stole everything you had that was worthwhile, and then we left. So, bro, ignoring me. I'm absolutely not. I'm literally reading everything that's coming down. So I'm really sorry, bro, if I'm missing chats. I greatly apologize. It's not intentional, and I do enjoy you as a chat member. I would never ignore you. I would never ignore you on purpose. You wonder why the Europeans catch the plagues. This is getting very specific now. Yeah, at least Muslims wash themselves before beheading children. God damn. Do you hate Muslims? No, I don't. I don't really hate anyone. I don't really like anyone either. So you can take that however you wish. Bro, please wish Yuvraj a happy birthday once. Happy birthday, Yuvraj. I'm assuming that's a dirty word in another language. We do what we can. Muslims are a scourge on this earth. Sharia law is an abomination. Muhammad was a pedophile. I mean, they do like him young over there. But again, I don't really want to be too judgmental. I do have a special hatred in my heart for pedophiles, but I don't want to get too much into the cultural side of that. It's crazy. Worst matchup right now. How you doing, BJ Toss? Worst matchup in what? In terms of what's booked? There's loads. There's loads that I'm not interested in. Britain should have left some soap. Goddamn. Actually, I'm dealing with literally everything. Online racism, future hopelessness, family expectations, self-guilt, and most importantly, I have the most important exam of my life in 3 months. Well, Monarch, the only thing I could advise you to do in that situation is try to block out the outside noise. And do it for your own self-motivations. When you're at this age, I guarantee you the hard work pays off. So focus on whatever it is you want to achieve, visualize it, and put whatever time you need to get to that goal. Don't allow yourself to get distracted, and that means with women, with alcohol, with people that don't share the same values as you do, and work very, very hard to achieve that. Have no regrets, but don't do it for anybody else. Do it for yourself. That's the best advice I can give you, because outside pressure is only going to weigh you down. And as far as online racism goes, ignore it. I tell you now, yeah, if you start believing in your heart, yeah, that you don't care about what people think of you, eventually it becomes true. I remember I used to be quite sensitive when I was younger. And the more and more I pretended that I didn't care, it became an actual reality. I hope that this long-winded answer was worth you typing that out for. And I genuinely mean what I'm saying. Happy birthday, brother. Whose birthday is it? Take my wish. Nice to meet you, Vecna. Do you know you're the best fighter in the world? I'm the best at something, but it ain't fighting. It's in the bedroom. I'm capping. Absolutely not. But don't let racism get to you. Feel sorry for those people who are racist because they're clearly bigoted, dumb, and also don't take it personally. You're supposed to study. You're supposed to study. Why are you here? Well, he needs to take some time off as well. That's another part of the advice as well. Take some time to unwind. Take some time to, smell the roses. Because if you're stressed, I'm telling you now, it's going to make life a lot harder for you. Take some time to smell the roses. Back in my day, we had offline racism, the best kind. It was great when racism was just in your face. Okay, Zelensky, can you roast every race in 1 minute? Maverick, I can't do that right now. I'm too tired. I'll tell you what, yeah. Next week when I've got a week off, I will go through every fucking race everywhere, and I will give you one reason why they're all cunts. I will savagely roast everyone fairly, and I won't hold back. Bro, is YouTube's RPM lower or higher in the United Kingdom? What does RPM mean? I'm not in here for monetary gain. I don't care about the algorithm. I don't care about the views. I just want a bigger community as possible, just based as hell. That's what I'm here for. That's all I care about. We can make a poll. I don't mind. I'm only going to be here for another half an hour because I do have work tomorrow. But we can make a poll. But Maverick Rays, well done, yeah, for trying to get me fucked up. I really appreciate it. I will do it. How you doing, Venom? What's good? The British Zelensky. I'll take it. Gaethje might be the guy to make the fight last long. Gaethje's not going to make the fight last long, bro. He's going to get fucking chinned in the first round. Oh, rates per minute. I don't really know, to be honest with you. As you can see by the fact that I've had a channel for 2 years and I've only got 1,300 subscribers, I don't know anything about the algorithm. I don't know what I'm doing. I just turn a camera on and go on. I don't even make serious videos anymore. I'm not a real YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber at all. I'm just one of the boys. I'm here to talk to all of you. That's it. If you get enough, Netanyahu will offer you a 7K check, very specific amount. Assalamu alaikum. How you doing, Macho? Welcome back. When I first moved to California, I got called a white N-word by a Mexican. It was beautiful. I've been called a wigger a few times. It's a badge of honor. There are white people out there that genuinely think that it's not possible for black people to be racist towards white people. I've seen it. Wellmaker's fight in November 15th. I've seen that. And it's a very interesting fight. It's actually a tough fight for him. I do think he's going to win, but I hope he does very well. His chin isn't good, but I can't remember a fight where he hasn't become a scrap. And that's the problem. When you get into one too many of those, you're fucked. Tayab, I'm sorry that I can't read your language. I do believe that looks like Arabic. I'm sorry, but I can't read Arabic. I think AI should take over and pull a Thanos on us. There's too many of us on this earth. 40, 50, I 100% agree with you. There's an asteroid that's due to hit the earth in about 4 years. And I hope it smacks us dead on in the face. Because we deserve to get wiped out. We are fucked. Thing is, brother, I started with hopes of a better future, not just materialistic, but also social and personal. But everything fell off. All I'm left with is alone, grinding day and night. Monarch, the dawn is the dark. What? Wow. The night is always darkest before the dawn. And I'll tell you this now, yeah, never ever give up because things can turn around on a dime. And I promise you this as well. The more hardship you go through, the more satisfying it will be when you eventually succeed. But you've got to try and think about what your expectations of being successful are. If your primary goal is to be wealthy, you may struggle. Try and find things that you also find fulfillment from relationships with people, from trying new things, from helping people. Try and find something that gives you a personal sense of being and worthlessness, or sorry, and worth and feeling worthwhile. Change what your expectations are. Search for things that are going to help you feel more meaningful in life. Can you give me some advice for gaining weight, bro? I'm being a little bit skinny, 110 pounds, 14 years old. Efron, you've got plenty of time to grow into your frame. You haven't finished growing yet. So I would strongly suggest just eat the right things. Don't even exercise too tough. Do a little bit of cardio. Eat the right way. And just give yourself a chance to grow. How you doing, Cheddarhead? What's good, bro? Free Israel. Yeah, all right. Bro, send that meteor to India. Wow. Damn. The hate the Indians that getting are what they deserve. Their politicians, media, religion, Bollywood, everything. Thought them hate everyone who is not Indian. Wow. Would you rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? Ah, you got me. But Negro is not racist, so thank you for. I shouldn't have read that so quickly. I don't usually get full for that kind of shit. Hi, BG Toss, great to see you again. Hope to see you again. Magomed lost, he did, and it was amazing. Please subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you very much. Hi from Russia. How you doing, AI? How you doing? You're from, bro? I'm from the island. I'm from the island, but I grew up in the UK. Drink milk and eat lots of red meat, and you'll get big fast. Well, you got to throw vegetables in there as well. Shama versus Tom Aspinall, but he's gonna fight John Jones. Bro, you ain't David Goggins. David Goggins is a fucking weirdo. Kanak, how you doing? David Goggins has a mental health disorder, clearly. And I think I'm correct in saying that. Shama versus John, if it really happens, I think Venom, I think that's what we're going to get. Both fights are amazing for Alex Pereira, and he's got very little chance of beating Tom Aspinall. So if I was him, I would fight John Jones because he's got a better chance of winning. And seeing as a lot of people see him as the GOAT, that's a very surefire way to get to the top of the sport and be seen as one of the best ever. So I understand why he's doing it. I would avoid Tom Aspinall like the plague as well. Negro is black in Spanish. It is. It is. Anand Kumar, I am racist to everyone. I hate everyone equally. Look, Elon Mum's. Oh, damn. I fumbled that one. Elon Musk's son is here. David Goggins is a masochist. Yeah, he is. I mean, anyone following David Goggins' lifestyle is going to end up having a fucking heart attack. Nah, he's got the average Navy SEAL mentality. I don't think they're all that psychopathic, to be honest. I'll tell you what, he does have a mental health disorder, but he seems to be promoting positivity in people. And you got to give him respect for that. Doesn't mean he's not a weird cunt, though. Best cricketer in the world. I've been asked this question before. I genuinely don't know. I don't really watch. I used to watch cricket when I was a kid and I used to play it and I really enjoyed it. Amazing sport to play, but I don't follow it now. I'm going to assume it's an Indian guy, though. You guys are generally very good at cricket. Hi, how you doing, Yara? Nice to meet you. Your favorite fighter ever in any combat sport? Wow. That's a tough question. I'm going to have to break it down into eras. I'd go with Anderson Silva back in the day, and I'd go with Yuri Prohaska now. I like anyone that takes the piss and brings chaos. So I'd go for that. I agree, Frankie. I appreciate that, Chet. And by the way, shout out to Cheddarhead. I love you, man. One of my oldest subscribers and a true friend. So shout out to you, bro. I hope you're doing well wherever you are, and much love to you. An equal opportunity racist, 100%. That's the way to be now. We've all come together. Now it's time to hate each other equally in the right way. We grow from hate. Opinion on Darren Till. I like him. I do think he's a little bit of a wet wipe, but he's doing his thing now, and I'm glad he's doing really well. I really am. Do you know Virat Kohli? I do not. He's better than Andrew. Oh, of course he is. Mike Tyson in boxing is one of the guys, but Mike Tyson just had too many asterisks and weird things. Do you think Conor McGregor is a psychopath and a bad person? I think he's an egomaniac that got way too much money and way too much fame, and it all went to his head, and now he's gone bananas. But to be perfectly honest with you, it would have happened to all of us. If I had that much money, I'd be doing cocaine off some girl's tits right now. So who am I to judge? And we all would. Have you seen cricket? Yeah, I used to watch cricket on TV. I just kind of fell out of love with the sport. Indians are good at flat grounds. That's why they have better records. You can't play on good grounds. No, Indians are generally good at cricket's a fun game to play. It is. Your hobby, bro. Well, I do love MMA. I'm a very avid reader. Somebody asked me a good author, and I forgot to mention Joe Abercrombie. Joe Abercrombie is a great author. I've just picked up a new book of his, and I'm balls deep in it and enjoying it. How you doing, Belen? Nice to meet you. Unfortunately, I don't speak whatever language it is you're saying, but shout out to you and welcome to the channel. Little Castillo, head? Are you asking for head? Is this our 5th gay comment of the day? You've come to the wrong place, sir. Have you invested in any fixed income securities, bro? I haven't. I have done investments in small companies that have worked out in the past, but I'm a very risk adverse person. Thoughts on Israel? Giant mess, long-standing mess. Not sure what side is in the right, but I just hope it all ends. Hello, are you gay? Nah, poonhound. Certified poonhound, sir. I'm proud of it. No way he's Pinkman. No way. Pinkman was balding at 20s. Exactly. And I'm 40 and I've still got my head of hair. Best book you've ever read. My favorite book I've ever read was a book named The Name of the Wind, which is by an author named Patrick Rothfuss. Loved it. Your favorite game, bro? Persona 5 Royale or Final Fantasy 7, the original. I never come up with just one name, do I? Andrew Tate is a scammer. Fooled people into buying his stupid courses. He is racist and a woman beater. The weirdest fact about Andrew Tate is he obviously used to use OnlyFans girls to make his fortune. And he used to hide under the desk and type for these women while they sat there. That's one of the gayest things I've ever heard in my life. He was basically typing to men to help them jerk off. If that's not gay, I don't know what is. And he said it proudly, like it was a badge of honor. Explain to me how that's okay. Those who don't know that Virat Kohli probably don't know what passion looks like on a cricket field. Fair enough, bro. I'm glad you've got a hero to get behind. How you doing, Backstabber Plays? Joshua Van versus Pantoja. Who you've got? I've got Pantoja. I think Joshua Van's amazing. I love him. He's only been doing MMA for 6 years, and I think that experience is going to tell. Pantoja is arguably he is the second best flyweight to ever walk the face of the earth. I think he's going to be too much for Joshua Van. I think he's going to get takedowns, and he's going to hurt him. I think he's going to embarrass him in there. And Joshua Van will have a few moments, but it's too soon. I think the fact that Palestinians don't even have types of armed forces and yet the Israelis wage war is enough said. Fair enough, Corbis. That's a very fair point. You are 40, motherfucker. I thought you were in your 20s. British age like milk, bro. I'm Irish, bro. Keep telling you. I sound like a fag and probably look like one, but Irish blood, sir. We age very, very well. No Indians outside India. Dear, stop crying. I don't know if that's true. But you're entitled to your opinion. I appreciate that you're stating it. Where are you from? I'm Irish, but I grew up in England. All Muslims are human bombers. Not all of them. We've seen all the India we need to see in the UK and US. I mean, Cheddar has got a point there. W Irish, 100% Levesh. I don't know why I did West Side like it's some kind of gangster thing to drop. India is a dump. I mean, I can't confirm or deny that. I've never been there. I've heard very mixed things. Ayn Rand is the best modern philosopher. You're entitled to your opinion. Honest opinion on Adolf Hitler. Was he really who they said he was, or is history written by the winners? I'm going to say it was a mixture of both. He obviously got hold of Germany's balls at a very weak time in their history when they were, recovering from a few wounds and they really needed somebody to give them a lift. I'm sure there were many things that Hitler did that were good, but not, obviously, that's not going to be, what am I saying? He was a cunt. Have you ever been to the USA? Many times. I've been to California, I've been to New York, I've been to Boston, I've been to Las Vegas. There's a few. I love America, but I haven't been there in a few years. I do need to go back. Hope you're well, Krishna Kumar. How you doing, Maria? Not sure what language that is, but shout out to you as well. It looks Russian, potentially. Hope you're well. Why are there so many Indians? Do you know what I think it is? Yeah, I think when we do vertical streams, it does seem to attract a lot of Indian viewers, which I'm perfectly fine with. But we've also had people from Ecuador, from other places in South America. We've had people from Africa turn up. I'm enjoying the diversity. Have you seen the WWE game, bro? I haven't properly played a WWE game since No Mercy, because I realized there was no way that game was ever going to be beaten, and I'm correct. So shout out to WWE No Mercy on the N64. Banger of a game. Check it out. It still holds up. When have you come in India, bro? I've never been to India. To be honest, it wasn't very high. And I've traveled to a lot of places, but India is not one of them. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. It's not very high on my list, mostly because it's very overcrowded. And I've heard, and one thing for me, and Indian people will agree with me on this one. Indian people don't like to queue up. And I swear to God, nothing gets me madder than waiting in a queue for 2 hours and then some cunt tries to skip to the front. If you want to get your ass knocked out by me, or at least allow me to attempt it, jump in a fucking queue and I've been waiting there. I fucking dare you. Let me bind you on the Indian artwood. Wow, that's a statement. I'd rather go to Gaza. Damn. Any advice from me? Visit after 2028. Why'd you say that? Have you played the EA UFC games? Not really. I've dabbled with a couple of them, but EA is a fucking bin fire of a company, mate. But the thing is that India is not. It's quite low on my list. That's gonna piss off some of my Indian subscribers in here. India is relatively low on my list because there's so many places that I still want to see before. Like I haven't been to South America, and there's so many countries I want to see there, and I haven't been to Australia, and I haven't been to South Africa. So those 3 places are very high on the list. Wow, you playing No Mercy WWE? 100%, man. That was my jam. I'm an old bastard, mate. I've got a vintage copy right behind me. I sometimes crack that shit out. Amazing game. I would rather die. Indo Kid, where are you from, by the way? Just to clarify. You might hate their languages, cultures, religions, but one thing you can't deny, they work their asses off and they get the work done. Your lazy asses are just jealous. Andrew, are you Indian? Let's knock each other good. Thanks, Julian. That's a very tempting offer. I'm going to have to decline, but thank you very much for thinking of me. I appreciate it, cunt. Are there any Macklemizers in here? Liverpool FC, get the fuck out. How's Isak working out for you? Cunts. Thanks for stealing him. We pulled the wool over your eyes on that one. Thanks for the 130 million. We have spent it very, very wisely. And one of the players we spent it on hasn't even played, and we still got the better deal. Fuck you, Liverpool FC. Colonizers come skin. It really is bizarre to me. Oh, Norway, but you live. Oh yeah, Norway, but you live in Sweden. I've heard Sweden has some absolute dime pieces over there, just walking around, tens everywhere. I say this on every stream now. I feel like it's the only fact I know about Sweden. Loads of rapes and loads of damn fine women. What's your opinion on AI? Love from India. I think it's a very useful tool at the moment. I've started using it recently. It's amazing. When you're short on a few ideas and you need a quick fix, I think it's amazing. I do worry about the potential danger of it. Hello from Iran. Hello, Ali Porjam. Nice to meet you. This is exactly what I'm saying. Having people from different places is a godsend, and I'm really appreciate it. I didn't know we could contract HIV and AIDS from intercourse with monkeys. I found out literally 5 years after my holiday in Zambia, after I started losing weight and well, ramen lover, AIDS actually originated from monkeys, believe it or not. Yep, people have stuck their dick in monkeys for centuries and apparently originated from that. And Somalia is just not on the list at all. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm never going to East Africa. Fuck that. Let's see your penis enlargement pump. What makes you think I need one? All right, I might need one, yeah, but I don't use one. Arsenal are better than Man United. Well, of course they are. Man United are a laughing stock now. Man United are so shit that I don't even hate them anymore. Bro, but now AI got so good. And just looked at the way Sora too, bro. Look at the realistic one. I mean, I don't think it's all that realistic yet. I mean, if you've got a somewhat functional brain, you can figure it out. I'm not even going to read that Air Force rankings one out because I don't believe that's true. That cannot be true. Frankie likes to call them monkeys, 100%. I can get away with it because I say, I act like I'm joking. Yeah, because the Islamic State will slaughter you, cunt. I don't understand the context behind that, but suck my balls, sir. Bruce Banner must be some pretty tame monkeys. Depends what, I mean, if you give, I was about to say something that was very revealing there. I was about to say if you give them decent drugs, you can probably handle the situation. I'm assuming that's how it went down. Put a little bit of something to calm them down in their bananas or whatever. I'm really worried though that I thought of that so quickly. Why'd you apply lipstick, bro? You wish you had lips like these. Don't be jealous, mate. Don't be jealous, cunt. How you doing, Gordon? What's good, man? How you doing, Julian? I'm assuming you're a very proud homosexual man. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Your favorite football club in European, please. It is Newcastle United Football Club. I've been a fan of them since I was 12 years old 10 years old. It's been hard. It's been it's been a very, very hard life, but I've enjoyed it. Why is everyone rude here? You're a sexy British guy. Thank you, Drew McIntyre. I'm actually a sexy Irish guy, but thank you very much. And I appreciate your sub, Mr. Drew McIntyre. I don't watch WWE anymore, but it was a good part of my life. I enjoyed it. No, I'd Free Fire Short. I don't know who that is. Hello, are you an Englishman? I'm an Irishman that grew up in England. Your accent is so difficult to understand, buddy. Is that because you're from a non-English speaking country? Because if you don't understand my accent, you don't understand any English, mate. This is about as basic as it's going to get. I speak quite slowly and very, very accurately. Slipping a monkey and Mickey. I've heard everything now. Well, Crystal, I don't know. Maybe I'm fucked in the head for thinking that, but I assume that's how it went down. Because I assume these perverts weren't chasing a monkey around the room trying to fuck it in the ass. I don't imagine that going down that well. And monkeys are quite strong, so I'm assuming they slipped it a little bit of something. But why that came across their minds in the first place is disgusting. They deserved the AIDS, but then they probably went home and fucked their wives. Who do you think is winning the Champions League right now? I feel like Bayern Munich have a good chance, but I'm going to go with Paris Saint-Germain. I think they ball differently. Ireland is for Irish people. Get them out. No, I don't know who that is. Free Fire Short. Britishers should visit India once again to teach them some manners. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, buddy, I'm from India. What about Indian accent? What do you mean? I haven't said anything about an Indian accent. You're the dumb cunt who said you couldn't understand me. Hello from Gaza. Nice to meet you. You're not from Gaza. You like West Ham? Not really. Not really. Hey, from Ukraine. Shout out to you, Skiff. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're healthy and happy. And hope you're having a wonderful day, sir. It's a pleasure to have you in my chat. Welcome to Fight Night Frankies. I appreciate having you here. Don't you want like Liverpool to win? No, I want Liverpool to fail miserably. You took our best player and you're not even using them well. Thank God. I love wrestling and MMA, not football. I used to be really big into wrestling, but I kind of grew out of it a little bit. Like when I got to 18, I kind of just gave up on it. So I don't really know what's going on. I basically stopped watching it in like 2003, 2004. It got a little boring. But hey, I'm from Palestine. Welcome to you. Are you currently in Palestine? What happened with you and the Irish? I heard you don't get along. What do you mean? English and Irish? Yeah, we don't. Irish people generally don't like English people. And it's a hurtful thing to say because they pretty much, we speak their language. It sucks. Hello from Ireland, friend. Hope you're all good. Jay Lawler, where in Ireland are you from? I am a proud person from Cork. Sorry for the accent. I know you must be very disappointed in me, but they got me, bro. Who do you support, lad? I support Newcastle United. Well, I'm live and it's still bad MMA math. It should be saying Fight Night Frankie, but I think they're showing my and not my thingy. Cricket challenges. How are you? Hello, Professor. How are you? I'm well, sir. Anime Tube. India on top. On top of what, sir? You have to be specific. Harry Potter people. Yeah, I think in some chats it's gonna say at bad MMA math when I say stuff. It's a bit weird. By the way, if you're new here and you're just hanging about, do your boy a solid. Throw up a like. I'd really appreciate it. It looks like we've got, I'm just gonna check here. We have 40 likes, which is very decent. We almost hit 50 yesterday. I'd like to beat that today if possible. That would be amazing. Chat's getting more and more crazy now. Are you from North or Southern Ireland? I'm from the dirty South, mate. I'm from Cork. It's showing your home address. Nobody would dare turn up here. If you turn up at my door, it'll be the last thing you ever see. Has a student ever found your channel? Not yet, Steve. Not yet. But it's only a matter of time. And when they do, I'm fucked. Because I say some absolutely outrageous shit on here. We Irish were oppressed by them cunts, but we fucked them out. 100%. And I mean, the way the Irish people have rebounded is we've spread our seed the world over and we've done a damn fine job doing it. So shout out to the Irish. The Englishmen invaded Ireland just to fix the language. Ain't nobody understand your slang language. I mean, you've got a point. Gaelic is fucking challenging. Do you think you'd ever get verified by YouTube before GTS? I'm already verified. I'm not. I could be Vamos. You don't know this about me yet. I could already I could already be monetized if I wanted to be, but I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the community. You like Scotland? I do. Scotland's a beautiful country. So yeah, I'm from. Wow, Cork is the true capital. Beautiful county, friend. Thank you very much, man. Please subscribe to the channel. I need some more Irish motherfuckers in here. I need some more support, basically. It's always nice to speak to somebody from the motherland. You know what I'm saying? What's up? I want to rip large clouds of gay farts through my bong. How do you do that? No, don't answer that. Don't answer that. Professor, have you tried Bihari samosa in London Street? I have tried samosas. I'm not sure if I've tried Bihari. Where are you from? From Ireland, grew up in England. Western, that would be crazy, scrolling and seeing your instructor, 100%. Pogue Mahone means kiss my ass. And it sounds way better in Irish than it does in English. USA on top, not for much longer. The day is over. You are the most base professor and by far the most retarded. It helps. Hey everyone, how you doing, Cushy Bardwaj? Nice to see you here. Roy Keane is from Cork, you clueless cunt. I was born in the same hospital as Roy Keane. It was a hospital called Sacred Heart. Look it up. My husband is German and Irish. Fucking hell, he must be based. Birmingham's all right. Bit of a shithole. Bit of a shithole. And Birmingham, if you want to talk about a city being very Indian, Birmingham is very Indian. Ban the spammers mods. You are not here for Chiloni. 100%. If you are a spammer and here's the thing, my mods will get you. I've got some very committed mods in the game. I've got Crystal Miller, one of the best mods in the game. I've got Western Mass Climber, the king mod, and I've got Cheddarhead, who's just the most chill motherfucker out there. USA on top in school shootings. Yeah, it's quite the achievement, isn't it? Well, India has a distinct smell, but whether you think it smells or not is entirely down to what your preferences are. Why are you ignoring me? I'm not ignoring you, Ayan. There's just so many people talking, and I don't read that good. I'm half Irish. With a name like Flynn, there has to be some Irish in you somewhere there, bro. Do you know anything about your Irish ancestry? Have your family told you anything about it? And is it on your mother's side or your father's side? It's very, very important. I think there's more scammers than spammers. Probably so. Fill up your fridge. Oh, you're waffling again. I'm not ignoring you on purpose, Ayan. Also, I'm not seeing all the chats as well. Sam, welcome back. Good to see you here. I always recognize your name because of the awesome profile picture you've got. I found Irish people are good. They are genuinely landlords, drink margaritas, chilled beer, and doing farming work. So simple life. It's actually a great life. Ireland is a very lovely place to live. I really enjoy it. Do you support Palestine? I support it ending, to be perfectly honest. And I genuinely think the thing is about Jewish people. I've said this before, and I have had some shit for it. I think Jewish people are some of the most arrogant bastards on the face of the earth, and I dislike them for that reason. Sorry. Do I have individual friends that are Jewish? I have had some friends that are Jews, but as a general race of people, I'm not too keen on their outlook on the world. Anyone who thinks they're the chosen people and everyone else is beneath them can actually suck my asshole. Sorry, I went off on a ramble there. Shawarma is Turkish, not Russia, definitely. Anna Nascimento, how are you doing? Good to see you here. You're from Brazil, are you? Lovely to have you here. I recognize dudes. Yeah, Julian, I got that vibe from you, to be honest. Hey, man, whatever you're into, straight up. Thanks. It's my painting. You are very talented, then, in that case. I respect artists very well because I've got no artistic bone in my body. Never trust Jews. I mean, it might be going a little bit far. There must be one out there who's all right. I don't know. I mean, I personally have never encountered one, but there must be. They must be out there somewhere. I'm joking. But Jewish people are fucking arrogant. They are. So if I had to pick a side, I'm going with the Muslims on that one. Sorry. Friendly Zone, how are you doing? Nice to meet you here, sir. Jesus Crystal, I don't need you spamming too. Glad to meet you. Crystal has license to spam as much shit as she wants. And so do you, Westy. I don't vote, and I'm not into politics, but if there was a bill to stop giving money to Israel, I would vote. It's mad. It's mad that that's still going on, to be perfectly honest. Jews are too powerful. Yeah, anyway, by the way, I'm from Pakistan. Nice to meet you, Arwa Khan. I do like it when someone tells me where they're from. When they come in and say, I'm from here, then they start talking a little bit of shit. It's funny. I enjoy it. But yeah, Jewish people are quite powerful. It's not even about Jews. It's about Zionists, the new Nazis. And that's a very, very fair point. A very fair point indeed. Professor, you actually look like Sam Curran. He is a caption, oh, England cricket team. I'm going to take that as a compliment. We don't have Jew gangs in Sweden shooting people. I mean, Indo's got it on that. He's got us on that one. And now we're just shouting Jew, 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 Jew over and over. Crystal we're just joshing you. You can do whatever you want. Mate, you have free reign to do whatever you want in here. You know I love you, Crystal. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap it up fairly soon because unfortunately I have one more day at work. I can do 100 push-ups if I want to, bro. Look at me, I'm fucking huge. Showing off nothing. Anyway, come to Boston, my brother. We'll hit the pubs together. Bro, it's on me. Stay as part of this community, and next time I go to Boston, I will hit you up because Boston is fucking awesome. I would love to. I am not above meeting my subscribers because you're not really subscribers. You're just part of this flourishing community that we are very slowly growing. Hello from Marnie. Hello, Brian JW. Such evil. Why American people so I mean, American people are arrogant as well. You've got a point on that one. What if somebody said they're from Mars? Is that a pop at people who are transgender? And if so, well done. Yes, Tommy Robinson getting that Zionist money is so appealing. Manchester is in the house, his house. I was in Manchester not that long ago. Manchester is really coming up as a city. So shout out to you, Brian. Are you a red or blue Mancunian? So yeah, Venom, keep subbed, man. You seem like somebody who is really worth having around here. Come on, bro, answer my fucking question. Why are American people? Do you know what it is? Yeah, because Americans, yeah, they have, in fairness to them, they have a very diverse landscape, and I think that has a lot to do with it. I think it starts there, and like certain people are saying, they are the worst of the English people. So you are our retarded cousins. It was always going to go wrong. Anyway, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to piss off now because I do have work in the morning. But shout out to everyone. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button before I head off, because it would be nice to get over 50. I've never hit over 50 in a live stream before. So it'd be nice to finally hit that mark. If you're not subscribed, please do so. This channel is growing every time we come on. And we're starting to formulate a little bit of a community here. I really appreciate every single one of you. I'm just going to double check to make sure that none of the boys are online. I only planned on staying here for an hour today, but you fuckers have just drawn me in. Do we want to let me know, guys? Should I give Hank's Warzone a? I think. Oh no, he's not live. Apparently, he was live, but he's not now. Anyway, Shalini, thank you for coming in. Can you say my name, Jakubas? I just like your. Thank you, Efron. I really appreciate you. I hope you're subscribed as well. You've been a very valuable chat member. Shout out to everyone who turned up. There are so many of you now that, it used to be a case of I used to be able to name every single one of you, and I appreciate you. Much love to everyone. I hope you have a great rest of the week wherever you are. I will be back tomorrow. I'll be doing another live stream. Yeah, same time tomorrow, and we'll do another one on Saturday. And then I'll probably do more during next week because I'm finally off work. The average Frankie viewer is a Chad, and the ones that come back are always good value. So I know that we get a couple of dumb shits in here, but we are starting to get a fucking community going. We really are. The ones that stick around and actually subscribe and keep coming back, this is why I keep doing this. We're going to get the odd idiot who turns up here and says some gay shit and chats some bullshit. It is what it is. Thank you very much, Unknown Edits. As always, you are a regular who's always here. I really appreciate it. Julian, you're mad. Oh, Haunter's back. Brilliant. We almost got through an entire live. Guys, subscribe to Clown Show. He's desperate. He's hungry. He's round. If he doesn't get your money, he's going to kill himself. So, and we don't want that because, what world do we live in if we don't have the incel king? We can't let the incel king perish. So shout out to Clown Show. Subscribe to the guy and send him a few pennies. Let's stop him crying for one evening. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Hans Olo, yo, stop it with the homophobic shit. I agree. I'm not into homosexual bashing either. I don't think it's necessary. Let's turn our attention on the people that deserve it. Clown Show supporters. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Haunter, suck my ballsack. Glad to have you here though anyway. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Peace. Hit the like button on the way out. Venom, thank you, bro. Really appreciate having you here. Take it easy, guys. Tone K, I'll see you for the next one. And congrats on being modded as well, man. You really deserve it. Take it easy, gentlemen and one lady. Peace. Life light. You be you. Peace, guys. In a bit. Much love.